Joe! Joe の野郎。鬼姫が完全にぶっ潰しやがって。
Oh my god. Hello everyone, welcome to Joe Consumes Cinema. I'm your host, The Bridge of Tears, and today we have Ashita no Joe, episode 26. So last episode was really interesting. We got the return of that character, Gorilla. He's that guy that, initially gave Joe and Nishi a really hard time, beat them up a bunch of times. He shows up, getting chased by the cops, tries to, goad Joe almost into coming along with them to, be a stray dog, live a life of freedom, and, get out of this situation where he says, Joe is a pet, he's chained up, this isn't who he is. Fortunately, Joe isn't buying any of what he's selling and basically explains to the guy that, look, like, I have a purpose now, I have a goal in life, and yeah, this is really good for me. I'm going to pursue it, full-heartedly and just go until, I've got nothing left, basically. It was really cool to see Joe come right out and say that, I'm goal-oriented now, I have something to focus and actually work toward, and yeah, I'm going to pursue it with everything I have, and actually, no nonsense, none of that stuff, in the past where I was focused on a very naive and, immature outlook on life that ultimately leads to nowhere. I have something to actually work toward, and I'm going to pursue it, with everything I have. The passion in his words and, the literal, like, fire in his eye, that was a cool scene, convinces the guy that, hey, I really believe you, and I'm actually jealous. That was, like, really cool. He goes out and basically says, I'm going to go and, find my own Rikishi Taro, something to focus and work toward. It was a cool little reminiscing episode, but, an important one because we need to know that Joe is, 100% in the game and, in it to win it, so to speak. So I think he absolutely is. So that's a really good development for us. And yeah, I'm really eager to get to this one because I'm pretty sure either Joe's going to start right with training and, next lesson, or he's going to get an actual opponent. Either one of those is awesome, and yeah, I want to get right to it. But before we begin, as always, remember to blank, blank, and blank. It's still very much a small channel, so every like, comment, share, subscribe that we can get really helps out. Really appreciate it. Patreon link down below. With that, let's get right to it. Sando Bagani Kao Mega Ake Tatake 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 Ashite wa Kido Ashite wa Dochida. License of Despair. Boxing license? That's what I would guess. What the hell's going on? Oh, he's jumping rope, Jesus. You're not going to be able to sleep like this. Nice.
いいね、新品ってな。西のやつ、いつもこんな朝早くから練習を始めんのかい。これから少年院の剣闘大会に出場するためにやるトレーニングとはわけが違うからな。同じ剣闘でも厳しいプロの剣闘の世界に大きく羽ばたこうとしてるんだ。さあ、ロードワークだ。西も支度せい。はっ。
Road work time.
待てよおっさん。ドブネズミじゃあるまいし、なんだってこんな狭い苦しい道をちょこまか走るんだい。舗装してある道は硬すぎてロードワークには向かんのじゃ。足首や関節を痛めやすいからな。
Yeah, shit is no joke.
へばるのはまだちいと早いな。中へ入ってもう一汗流すんじゃ。まだなんかやるのかよ。どこへお出かけになるんでございますかね。日本ボクシング協会の事務所だ。この丹下剣闘クラブをコミッショナーに正式に認定してもらうためにな。この丹下ジムが日本ボクシング協会に正式に認められれば、ジョーと西がプロ剣闘界の真っ白いリングの上でプロボクサーとして大きく羽ばたく日も近いってことだ。す げえじゃねえか。
No slacking off.
どうも、おはようさんで。
よう、西君。
ようこ
会社のご主人さんとお嬢さんののりこさんや。
のりこ
あんたやね、今6回戦で活躍しとる力士中選手と引き分けた矢吹っちゅうな。ああ、しかし野号がちょいと弱そうだな。どうだ、次は腹を見せてみ。
いい加減にしろ、この親父。俺はままごとの人間じゃねえぞ、この野郎。
ジョー、この方はワイがお世話になってる乾物屋のご主人なんやで。
お前にとってご主人でも、俺にとっちゃ赤の他人で。
ジョー、お前にとってもご主人なんや。
Yeah, he got you a job.
乾物屋ね。どうも俺の柄じゃ。
頑張ってくれよ。うちは気兼ねはいらんからな。
ちょっとあんたこの店の店員さんなの？
ええ、まあ。
まあじゃないでしょう。それなら白滝3つ包んで。うちのも頼むわよ、大至急。
下らきってな。
このおけの中。ちょっと納豆2つばかして。ほら、早く痛いで。いつまで待たせんのよ。
Oh God. It's his first day. Give him a break.
うるせえ、こんなに手にギャヤギャヤそうやって。こら腕に4斤ねえだ、このバカ野郎。
Oh.
こっちは新米なんで、いないで順番に喋ってくれよ。
And Joe was fired.
どうやね、ジョー。初めての仕事で参ったやろ。なに、慣れるまでの辛抱や。ご主人もおかみさんものりこさんもみんなええしてや。
今日は生まれて初めて真面目に働いた。口じゃうまく言えねえけど、なんかこうよかったぜ。
I have a feeling it's not going to be good news. It'd be a little too easy for them just to get the license automatically.
なに、もうすぐニコニコした顔して帰ってきよるで。
ああ、丹下断平のうちはここだな。お前たちすぐに警察に出頭するように。
Ah, shit. He got wasted after they got rejected.
丹下事務がなんで、認定がどうしたってんだよ、くだらね
しっかりしねえか、おっさん。
え。やらないしに詰め込めるがんな。てめえらだけに詰め。
Wow, what the fuck?
待ってくれ。わしはもうよってね。二人と話をさせてくれ。ジョー、西よ。わしはバカだった。昔から顔見知りの各ボクシングクラブの会長連中が応接間にぞろり集まっていやがったんだ。
おお、丹下君じゃないか。君生きとったか。
久しぶりだな、みんな。懐かしいじゃねえか。どうやらそいつがものになりそうなんでプロのテストを受けさせてが、それにはまずわしの会長としてのライセンスを復活させてもらわんことじゃな。
Yeah, they're not gonna help him.
一体何が言いたいんだ、君たちは。
君はもう忘れたのかね。自分の選手可愛さに試合中にうちのジムの選手を殴り倒したことを。のべつに酒に浸り飲んだくれて、君のいるリングサイドはいつも柿の腐ったような匂いが立ち込めていた。
自分の選手に不利な判定をしたレフェリーを殴り倒したこともある。君は剣闘会がようやく忘れかけたガンなのだ。強靭なんだ。
今や剣闘会は近代企業だ。さよう。
昔の丹下断平とは違うんだ。分かってくれ。なあ、お願いだよ、分かってくれ。いや、なんと我が家うるさいですな。コミッショナーにわしの誠意を叩きつけてお願いし、ライセンスをもらうわ。
丹下君、コミッショナーは私だが、私に何を言われようと、ここにおられる皆さんの多数決によってコミッショナー機関は運営されとるんじゃ。
コミッショナー、すごい選手がいるんです。今に日本の剣闘界を変えるかもしれん大型新人がわしのもとで明日を目指して待機してるんだ。お願いです。なんとか頼む。この野郎。
Oh, shit.
わしは近くの酒屋の店先で安酒を煽り、取って返して事務局の会議室へ乗り込んで大暴れをしておった。
Well, there's no getting around that. He beat the shit out of them. What the fuck?
すまねえ。
つまり俺たちには明日ってやつが永遠に来ねえってことなんだな。
There's got to be another way. It can't be the only, boxing organization in Japan. It's probably, the official one, but there's smaller clubs, there's an alternative somewhere.
イギシがジムビアキに黒い花を送ってくれたわけか。やっとわかったぜ。
Yeah, I think That makes sense now. Jesus, he's having a fucking psychotic break. Ashita, oh, there's Ashita. Tate, 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 Tatsunda Joe. Okay, I took some time just to gather my thoughts. So that was episode 26. And man, was it a wild one. It was a good one, though, too. So things start off with Nishi, waking up earlier than 4:30 because he was already jumping rope, by the time Joe started to wake up. And he only woke up because Rikishi was literally, shaking the entire shack just jumping rope. But yeah, they're really getting into a solid, boxing training routine. Wake up 4:30 in the morning, light jump rope just to, get the blood flowing, then road work. Then, after that, either sparring or they just kept doing jump rope, but, that type of thing. Then after they were done that, they went to work, and Nishi got a job as a grocer, and he also got Joe a job too. And, things don't go too well for Joe. He's not used to that type of environment. He's never had an honest, job before, and it's a new experience for sure. I think he will eventually get the hang of it, and they'll get used to this routine that they've, adopted now fully in pursuit of, actual boxing careers. It's not easy, man. Training alone will, put you on your ass, and you'll be like, okay, I'm done for the day. And then you have to go to work, and it's like, holy shit. It's a lot, and it can get overwhelming, but, part of becoming a boxer in the first place is developing, that discipline anyway, so, this is all good. It will help in the long run, and, a little bit of money in their pocket isn't a bad thing. So the title of the episode was License of Despair, and I knew right away like they were going to have trouble getting the boxing license. I thought it would be, for the individuals, but it was for the license for the entire, Dangpei boxing gym. Dangpei went to that meeting seeing a bunch of old faces, and they're just like, "Hey man, we hate you." It did not go well at all. He apparently, back in his time, even when he was just, a manager of another boxer, would, insult the referee, get into fistfights with people in the crowd and shit, other fighters, and yeah, he was just an animal. And it's because of his drinking, which he has given up. And then, after this debacle where, the meeting could not have gone worse for him, he gets drunk again and then beats the shit out of them after he comes back. Oh my god. Like, it's horrible, but it's also fucking hilarious. And yeah, this is not good. Um, I don't think this is the end of it, for sure. There's got to be some workaround, and the only thing I can think is offhand, maybe he can reach out to Miss Shiraki and, her grandfather. Maybe they have some pull here. There's got to be a way for Dangpei to showcase that he's actually changed, even though he, fucked that up so bad. But, there's got to be a path forward here. There's got to be somebody that has some pull or some, workaround, or, another promotion that's maybe smaller. He can get some credibility that way if his fighters do well and, eventually, get licensed some other way or something. But yeah, this is going to be a difficult roadblock for them to work around, but there's got to be some way for them to work around it. There's no way that this is the end and, they just blew everything and that's the show. There's more to it that, we're not there yet, but we're going to figure out a solution to this problem. But yeah, really good episode, interesting, funny, in kind of an inappropriate way, but, you just got to laugh at, because that's not the end of the story. There's a lot more going on, and yeah, it's not the end. So as bad as it looks right now, there's going to be, light at the end of the tunnel soon for our boys. We're just not there yet, but we will get there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So as always, thanks for watching, and peace.